The cheapest country on our planet is called Uzbekistan, officially known as the Republic of Uzbekistan. It is one of the key countries in Central Asia, covering a vast territorial area of approximately 450,000 square kilometers, making it quite expansive. However, due to deserts and mountains shaping its landscape, not all parts of the country are suitable for human habitation. About 36 million people live in this extensive land, making it the most populous country in Central Asia. As expected, the capital Tashkent is the most popular city in Uzbekistan and often serves as the initial destination for visitors. Tashkent, especially during the Soviet era, had significant importance as a trading center. In fact, it was the second most populous Soviet city after Moscow and St. Petersburg. Today, Tashkent is home to approximately 3 million inhabitants. Uzbekistan doesn't have a coastline along the seas. It only has lakes and rivers within its borders. Among them, the Aral Sea stands out, which used to be one of the largest lakes in the world. Unfortunately, it has since diminished, becoming a shadow of its former self. Additionally, Uzbekistan is genuinely rich in gold, ranking as the fourth largest gold producer globally. They extract gold from their mines, and along with gold, the region has various underground treasures, including uranium. Uzbekistan's land is so fertile that it ranks fifth in global cotton production. The country also has natural resources such as natural gas, oil, and coal. Looking at Uzbekistan's history, we find that it was once the most popular life center in Central Asia, a trading hub that merchants considered a center between China and Europe on the Silk Road. Cultural interactions were also quite common, attracting great rulers like Alexander the Great and Genghis Khan. Especially the Mongols sacked and deeply affected Uzbekistan throughout history. After this period, the great ruler Tamerlane dominated Uzbekistan, fostering the arts and culture. Tamerlane brought scholars and philosophers from many parts of the world to Samarkand. During the development of culture, Tamerlane's era also witnessed the construction of significant Islamic schools in Uzbekistan. When you walk through Tashkent, you quickly notice that over 90% of vehicles on the streets are Chevrolets. This happens because there are high import tariffs on vehicles. The global automotive giant General Motors installed a factory in Uzbekistan and started producing Chevrolet cars with lower costs on domestically produced vehicles. Nowadays, the Islamic atmosphere in the region is preserved in all its glory. Uzbekistan is now a fully independent country since 1991, following the dissolution of the Soviet Union. In this sense, the people of Uzbekistan take pride in their own culture and history. Apart from the capital Tashkent, the country is home to other popular settlements such as Bukhara and Samarkand. Located in Central Asia, Uzbekistan borders Afghanistan and Turkmenistan to the south, Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan to the east, and Kazakhstan to the west and north. If you plan to visit the country as a tourist, most nationalities can enter Uzbekistan without visa issues. However, if you plan to stay for an extended period or work there, you'll need to obtain a residence permit and a work permit. It's crucial to learn the official languages, Uzbek and Russian, as they are the two most spoken languages in the country. Additionally, over 90% of the population follows Islam, characterizing Uzbekistan as a Central Asian state that has embraced Islam. Uzbekistan is an efficiently modern country where people enjoy freedom in terms of attire and beliefs. Therefore, Uzbekistan leans more towards the cultures of societies like Kazakhstan and Russia than the Arab culture. Also, due to its proximity to places like Afghanistan, it might be considered unsafe. But that's not the case. Uzbekistan is one of the most livable countries among the nations of Central Asia. In fact, if you manage to earn US dollars here, you can practically establish your own kingdom in Uzbekistan. Because like any other country, the power of money also opens many doors here. One of the first things that will catch your attention when visiting Uzbekistan is its bazaars, markets, and bread. There are many bakeries in various places where people make bread with enthusiasm. In Uzbekistan, you can find different types of bread with unique flavors that you may have never tasted before. The good thing is that you can easily buy these beautiful breads for around $1 each. Yes, bread is cheaper in Uzbekistan than in Europe. As the country's food culture mainly focuses on meat, getting meat is also extremely affordable here. For example, you can enjoy high-quality kebabs for $3. What's also good in markets is that as soon as vendors make eye contact with you, they offer free samples of their products. Indeed, this is wonderful because it shows that people trust the quality of what they are selling, trying to attract customers by offering these samples. Additionally, the Uzbek people are known for their hospitality and friendly nature. Moreover, the markets, both in size and appearance of the stalls, closely resemble those in Mongolia. While strolling through the bazaars, you'll notice that people's eyes shine and they genuinely smile at you. Unfortunately, there is a negative side to the story. Some people who realize that you are a tourist and are not familiar with Uzbekistan may try to deceive you. Of course, it's not fair to attribute this to Uzbekistan. You can find crafty individuals in almost every part of the world. For example, they may charge 3 times the normal price for a taxi. In places like Bukhara and Samarkand, where museums are free, people may pose as employees at the entrances and demand an entrance fee. Or in souvenir shops, they may indicate much higher prices than they should. It's like they are playing tricks on your mind. Therefore, it's advisable to always be alert. In fact, my recommendation is that when you visit a country, find a local guide from that culture before exploring the country together. That way, with a local person by your side, there is no chance for people to take advantage of you. On the other hand, when you go to Uzbekistan today, no matter what your nationality or ethnic identity is, when they realize that you are a tourist, they approach you with great joy and a friendly attitude. They are happy because people from all over the world come to know their country. Especially if you visit rural areas, local families will surely want to welcome you, feed you, and make you feel at home. Their cuisine also features a unique specialty, which is meat dishes served with rice. One thing to note in Uzbekistan is that people there drink tea from morning to night. However, they don't consume just black tea, but also green tea abundantly. Moreover, they like to combine these teas with lemon or other flavors. By the way, let's not forget that horse meat and cumin are also widely used in Uzbekistan. If you happen to be a guest in someone's home in Uzbekistan, especially if that person lives in an apartment, you should definitely take off your shoes at the entrance. Especially if you go to the capital Tashkent and speak Russian fluently, you can quickly make friends and get closer to local residents. People in the capital mainly speak Russian in their daily lives. Someone who speaks Russian can easily integrate into Uzbek society. But there is an issue related to the climate. I advise anyone planning to visit Uzbekistan in midsummer to think twice because cities like Tashkent, Bukhara, and Samarkand become incredibly hot and humid. People are exposed to temperatures exceeding 50 degrees. Therefore, I suggest those who want to visit Uzbekistan do so between August and November. Of course, in a place with such scorching temperatures, you have the opportunity to taste a variety of nuts and fruits at very reasonable prices. If you love reading and taking photos, the heat may not matter much to you because Uzbekistan's historical heritage, shaped by the Silk Road, attracts people and makes it the tourist center of Central Asia. In the evenings, life in cities like Bukhara, Tashkent, and Samarkand doesn't stop. In these 3 cities, you'll find various establishments promising fun and delicious meals at night. For example, while having dinner at a restaurant, you may suddenly see Uzbek dancers presenting their unique dances in the square. Honestly, the exclusive dances of Central Asian culture significantly enhance the pleasure of watching. Compared to Europe, Central Asian dances are truly graceful, and the dancers glide across the stage like wands. Not only their dances, but also the traditional costumes they wear shine brightly. There are also no restrictions on alcohol in Uzbekistan. In the place you visit, you can consume alcoholic beverages such as vodka or whiskey to your liking and enjoy pleasant moments according to your idea of entertainment. For example, you can also increase the fun in nightclubs because people in Uzbekistan like to have fun, and nightclubs, especially on weekends, get crowded. Additionally, the capital Tashkent suffered a devastating earthquake in 1966 with a magnitude of 8 on the Richter scale, and people still bear the weight of that earthquake. To give you an idea, during that earthquake, more than 36,000 buildings were destroyed, leaving over 300,000 people homeless. The earthquake was so powerful that even the aftershocks that followed measured a magnitude of 7. During that time, people in Tashkent described living in this city as living on the back of a crazed camel. Houses in Tashkent mostly have 4 or 5 floors, not excessively tall. Many of them were built after the 1966 earthquake. These houses usually consist of minimal apartments. We're talking about 2-room apartments with a living room and a bedroom measuring around 70 square meters. These days, prices have risen due to the situation in Eastern Europe, as many Russians have moved to Uzbekistan. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, leave your like and comment. See you in the next video.